We live?
We are live.
We live, baby.
Don't be dishonest. You're not understanding this logic. I'm back and I'm better.
I don't know what song you're singing.
Don't by Bryson Tiller.
Nope.
You do know the song.
I do? I know that one. You just sang it differently than he does. That sounded so dumb of me, but it did. It's true.
What do you mean?
It's true. Like, because, like, he does, like, real, like, intense, like, back and I'm better.
Yeah.
You did, like, a melody.
Yeah.
You're
'Cause we're
more
back.
like, you're more like smooth acoustic.
Yeah. I think my voice has been changing, so I can't.
Puberty, nice.
Yeah, I know. It's
Finally.
it's a good thing. So, hair's popping up in places. I don't understand.
Chest hair?
I do have a little bit of chest hair now, but like my legs, like the back of my hair only stopped. What the fuck? My hair used to only stop like right here. Like it never went past like my knee really. And now it's just like slowly crouching up, and I don't like it.
Shave.
And then that's a whole other thing.
Yeah.
Because I gotta shave my face.
I shave.
And my face, I had to like, if I really wanted to look good, like shave every day. But I don't really shave because I'm allergic. Well,
What?
my face is sensitive to razors.
Okay, you have sensitive skin. You're
Yeah.
not allergic to a razor.
I am allergic to razors. I'm allergic to metal on my face. Because like, what the fuck? But yeah, so puberty's happening at my grown age. It's 23. You know, we don't stop until like we're 26 or 27.
I mean, I grew.
That's cap, but okay.
No, I did. I did.
But what? A centimeter?
I grew from like 5'8.5" to 5'9".
Oh, he's capping, y'all. Oh
swear
my
to God.
God. First day back and we're already on the
Oh,
caps.
by the way, surprise.
Yeah, we're back. We're back, people.
This is us.
Dang. Do we remember how to do this?
No, I was actually putting this together, and I was just like, damn, it feels like first day.
Yeah. What happened?
We could tell you some bullshit, but honestly, like, schedules, man. We're adults.
Yeah.
It got very difficult when, in my opinion, when this isn't a full-time job and we're still trying to grow every single week. It's very difficult to get that timing right when schedules can become busy. I feel like summertime as well, like you just have more plans. I feel like, you know, winter, spring, fall, like those seasons, like, I don't know, I feel like you're just homebound more. I feel like we were just out for a while and then it was just trying to go around. And then it was just like, oh, like, let's kind of take a little breather.
A hiatus.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're back now. So y'all have nothing to worry about. I know y'all been wondering what happened because we really never announced that we weren't going to do it anymore.
No.
We just stopped posting. So we're back
also,
now.
like, put it on. Like, I don't care. I won't go into detail, but, like, your boy's doing therapy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wait. Before we get into that,
Yeah.
turn that fan on.
You're right.
Therapy.
So I told AJ, on top of our busy schedules, that I wasn't in a good headspace at all. Had to take one on the chin and just be like, I'm not okay to, like, not fake it because I don't want to seem like I faked it for you guys. But there's a lot of days where I was just waking up and, like, trying to have a normal personality. I put this up really high. Now it's fucking freezing. But anyway,
Okay.
yeah, I
If
mean,
you had hair on your legs, you wouldn't.
true. I'm a hairless cat. That literally, I'm a hairless cat. I shaved my chest yesterday too.
Yeah.
But no, I had to take it on the chin. I wasn't in a good headspace at all. It was something that was like a slow burner, and I'm not one to talk about anything, as you can attest to that. Pretty much shut everybody out for a while. We didn't talk for a while.
Dang, yeah, we did it.
I'll be honest with a lot of people. I didn't talk to a lot of people, but I'll put it out there. Like, I wasn't reaching out to anybody. So me and AJ really haven't been talking that much. Communicating. So it was very hard to, like, record as well. And then I was just honest one day, and I was just like, I don't know if I could put on a smile and do this today. And as this, I mean recording for you guys. So, and I don't know. I just wanted to be selfish for a little bit and just kind of get my head straight. I was kind of going through some motions where I just was not happy. My dad's calling me. But I'm good. I was never bad. I just like wasn't like necessarily happy, and a lot of things were building up in my life where it was just like people say it comes in threes, like bad, 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 then it's good, good, good. It was like things that come in like tens. It was so bad. I was dealing with a lot. I just was dealing with so much, and then like if I was like nearing like fixing one thing or finding a solution to one thing, something else was coming on top of that.
Right.
That I was just like, okay, like I'm fixing something, but now I have to go to something else. Like I was just not in the right headspace. And I was just like, I just need to chill, need a break. And yeah, it just got super bad, and that's okay. That's okay.
Which is understandable.
Things happen. We're adults. We both live by ourselves. We're both providing for ourselves.
Yeah.
So like things happen, and when you don't have, you're not just with family or all the time or all this, and you really just like, I don't know. For me, it's easy to shut down, and not shut down, but just like shut out people. It's very easy for me to do that. So not trying to do that anymore.
Yeah.
Realizing that it's okay to not be okay for a little bit. And yeah, personally, like I'm very hard on myself for everything I do. And even looking back at our past episodes, I don't know. I just feel like,
You watched them?
yeah.
Oh.
Why?
Nah.
Why?
I don't watch our episodes.
That's okay. Well, you're the one that puts them out. Well,
True, but like,
I would skip through them, and
Yeah.
I just like either I could literally see like if you like look back at the past like 3 episodes. I know we haven't done them, but like since the last 3, you could probably see me zone out like 6 different times,
yeah.
like just zone completely out, and I'm like. And then I try to like snap back in, and I just like we're trying to get back on track of like what we're speaking about, or I would just literally like kind of like go in like cruise control and just talk. And I was just like, that's not fair. It's like obviously like people, we want to grow. This is something that is a hobby right now for us.
Right.
So we obviously want to grow, and we were stagnant for so long, and like I can see why. I mean, like I was so blah, and I wasn't really somebody like. If I was watching me and I wasn't myself, I'd be like, I don't need to watch them.
Right.
I don't need to watch, And I was like, I don't blame you. I don't blame him for not growing that much. Like I was just kind of like, ugh, and we were just doing that because I was either putting on a facade for a little bit or kind of just like, okay, like whatever energy I have for the day, like let me just put it into here real quick and try. And I'm like, I was so mentally drained that it went on my physical. I'm yawning and shit. Like, there's no reason to be yawning that much in an episode. Like, I don't
know, man.
I know what you're saying, but like, I just don't, bro. I just wasn't good. I just wasn't good. So, like for example, people like I still haven't even like fully like expressed age. I like what was going on. It was just a lot. Is that supposed to be right? I forget.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, cool. But yeah, I mean that's that. Really not gonna be able to make a clip out of this because it's just me rambling and not you talking. But
it's
I
fine.
apologize.
You need to get it off your chest.
But I want to relay to you as well that it was nothing that our friendship was doing that we weren't speaking or anything like that, or like we weren't as good as friends as we were before. It was just like I was shutting a lot of people out for a long time. So I want to make sure that you have that in your head that it's not like, oh, like we just weren't as good as friends or like we're kind of fading off. I just took a step for everything. And also like I realized that like maybe taking that long of a break was 90% on me. So it is what it is. I wanted to explain that to you. This is not a depressing episode, people. It's just me kind of explaining why we've been gone. Pretty much me, not him. And we can kind of take a turn and just, get back to our episode now.
No, he's been apologizing. About now, I hope you know, like, I don't be tripping.
Yeah, I know.
I just be cooling.
Yeah.
Feel selling. But before we get any further, Welcome back to Identical Opposites podcast.
It's been
show,
a while.
et cetera, et cetera. Forgot to do the intro. I'm your co-host, AJ Jackson.
I'm Ian Hook.
Yeah, and we're back.
We're back.
But like, I mean, going back to like the break or whatever, I feel like it wasn't all you because I could have been like, suck that shit up and let's do it. I was in the not same boat, but like, I was exhausted for a while. It was a good recharge. Like the first week we did it, I was like, okay, cool. And then the second week came, and I was like, not really ready yet. And then third week came, I was like, oh, not ready yet. And then I think like that fourth week, you were like, oh, let's record. And I was like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. And then the fifth, sixth week, whatever we're on right now, but I don't know. I think it was helpful. I mean, it was probably helpful to you, but like for me, I don't know. I don't know. This last month has been like eye-opening for your boy. Not like in a enlightening thing or like I'm a transcend or some shit, but like I just know where I want to go next, and I'm figuring out. I'm finally piecing things together better because I had the time to like think, if that makes sense.
Like
so,
what?
I mean, what do you mean like what? Like what?
Like how you said, like you know where you want to go or want to be.
Yeah, I just want to be very successful, whether that's owning businesses. I do want to own businesses. That's a goal of mine just in life. But whether that's owning businesses, at work, et cetera, like I have a better understanding to where the steps I need to take, the people I need to meet and surround myself with, and like the things I need to do.
Yeah.
Which is basically the same thing as steps, but not the same thing as steps. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. It was
Actions.
it was like very, I got to find myself, even though I thought I knew myself, but yourself changes like every 6 months. But I found myself again. So I'm excited. I mean, I think it was a good break. It needed to happen without it
I think so too.
being forced upon. I mean, the same way as you was feeling with just zoning out and feeling down or feeling like you're faking it. At some point, I was getting like that with myself and with the podcast and with like just social media in general. I'm just like, it's another day. Put on a smile. But now I feel refreshed. I'm good.
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
ready.
sometimes you just gotta be like, I don't know. I just want to do this for me and not think it's a job.
Right.
And I don't know. I was starting to do better, and then somebody reached out and DM'd me and was just like, did you and AJ stop doing the podcast? And I was like, fuck.
I got those too.
I was like, nah, we didn't, but like, fuck, dude. Like,
I got people texting me. They was like, you and Ian, like, are you still friends with Ian? And I was like, yeah. And they was like, well, we haven't seen anything. And I was like, oh, yeah, right.
yeah,
like,
shit. Like, some people out there actually like are asking, like, oh,
right.
fuck, okay.
And I was like, yeah, like, we're just chilling. Like, we had to work through some things. Nothing between us, but
Yeah.
just personal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was funny to me too. I was like, oh, there's people that actually looks forward to it.
Yeah, which is awesome to hear.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. But no, I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. While we've been gone, there's no crazy reason. We didn't have a fallout. We didn't have different. We weren't even on different pages. We just both talked about that, what's going on, and yeah, that's kind of where the that little hiatus originated from. But it's fine. We needed a little reboot, a little refresh.
Wait, so you started by saying you've been going to therapy. Tell us a little bit about that. How's that been?
Good. I mean, a lot
Have
of
you
it.
found like the right?
There's online
therapists?
people. There's online people, and I mean, I'm still like, I don't have time, blah blah blah, like that kind of vibe, which is fine. But doing a lot of like actually like forcing myself, like self therapy as well, forcing myself to actually like talk about some things and like communicating as like an actual human being. Because like there were some things where I was just like, that's not like a human, bro. Like not sounding, not like to sound cool, but like, or like try to sound cool, but like there, like I was looking back at certain things and I was like, I would shut myself off for so many things that like there's situations that like a normal human person would probably bawl their eyes out and like I didn't shed a tear or I didn't feel something.
Oh, that's just.
Like
I mean,
it's just
everybody's
like
different.
I
though.
know, but like I'd be like I really shut myself off and like when things go wrong, like I would just like not say anything, and then like I would just like blow up alone, and I'm like I don't need to get to that point.
Yeah.
So like I'm just like forcing myself to like actually like talk to people in life about like certain things, just communicating better of like what's going on, telling in advance like hey like this going on, like if I seem off, like I'm not gonna try to fake it anymore.
Right.
Like here's why.
Right.
Kind of thing, because like I don't need to be quote unquote perfect. I don't need to be happy all the time. Like people that are around me will understand like if that's going on. Like people that actually like give a fuck.
Right.
Yeah, and that's literally that. Like it's just I don't need to keep everything in my head because like it's so unhealthy and it gets so bad, and I'm sure a lot of people can attest to it. And yeah, like it's not a fun conversation to have, but you can get into like a super dark place when it's just like everything's in your head. Because like then like when it's in your head, you're putting situations of what can happen in your head and you're not saying anything. You're not getting a second opinion. It's just like, oh, I'm like I have a bad thought in my head, like I'm gonna have a bad like outcome for that. Like
Right.
what's to come. Oh, like something shitty's happening in my life, like I'm gonna and like I have 3 shitty things happening in my life right now. Like okay, like there's definitely no like light at the end of the tunnel for that right now. Like it just seems like it's all gonna go to shit. It's all gonna go bad. So you're gonna have an like a negative outcome in your head about everything.
Right.
Unless getting a second opinion and then finding actions how to like solve each problem. It's a lot easier to just talk about it. Like force yourself to talk about it.
Yeah, I was about to say like I do the same thing. Like I don't talk to anybody about my stuff, but at the same time, that's a lie because I just realized you don't have any siblings.
No.
I talk to my sister like anytime I need something or something
Only
like
child.
that. So like she's there and then I'm there for her. But like I didn't realize that as like talking to somebody. It's just like she's my fucking sibling. Like
so you, can't,
you know what I mean?
You get it out a lot more frequently.
I just thought about that as you was explaining that. I was just like, oh dang, I'm really not the same. In that, like in certain situations, I'll keep to myself, but like most of the time, I'm talking to her. So it's just like, and I just realized you didn't have any siblings. And I was like, oh shit, like yeah, like he's really not talking to anybody because you're probably not gonna tell your parents, and then because parents is like on a whole nother,
absolutely,
you know, talking.
So it's just like you know what I mean, type of thing. So, well, yeah, improvements.
It's good though.
Yeah. There's so many episodes where we talk about where we want to be in the future, short-term goals, long-term goals, you know, crazy aspirations that we want to achieve. And like, that's all great, but I'm not getting anywhere doing that by myself or I'm not getting anywhere to like towards that if I don't have a team, a supportive team and a team that understands what I'm going through. You need a team. You can't do everything by yourself. So just like understanding that having the right people around you is a million times better than just trying to figure out on your own and do all the outcomes in your head alone and blah, blah, blah. And it's just not going to work out. It's not going to work out 9 times out of 10. So maybe 10 out of 10.
Yeah. And that's another thing I also realized over this break. It's just like I'm so used to doing everything by myself because even though I have a sister, we are 8 years apart. So like when I was growing up, when I really was at the age to like really comprehend shit, she was already out the house. You know what I'm saying? So like I was kind of not raised by myself, but raised as the only child, you know, in a way.
Yeah.
So like I'm programmed to handle stuff myself because
Same.
like, you know, like once you tell your parents, all hell breaks loose
Oh, yeah.
or like something like that. So you're like, I don't want all that. I just
No.
want, you know, something to talk about. And then I probably said this before, but like growing up through like high school and stuff, I really never had core friends. Like I'm finding that I really don't know how to be friends with somebody. Like personally. Like because when I was going through high school and stuff, of course like I had friends, I would say like associates, but like never on like a deeper level, I would say. It was just kind of like, oh, like AJ's cool, he can come, or they're cool, you can hang out with them, but it's never like, oh, like let's plan out this, let's go here, or like let's talk about this, et cetera, this, that, and third. But so I'm finding that out about myself. Where am I? Where was I going with this? What were we talking about? Sorry.
About you don't know how to be friends with somebody, core friends, and you didn't have that in high school.
Oh, doing stuff by myself. So
Yeah.
like it goes off. I'm sorry, y'all.
Nah.
that was like a whole. No, my brain just shut off for a second.
I saw that. It was just like,
Yeah, but so it's just I'm just programmed to do things by myself, and I'm realizing that now that like just like you said, it takes just more than one person. Like you just gotta have to surround yourself. But
small army.
yeah, but also it's like just don't become friends with anybody. That's
Fuck
what
no.
I've been kind of like analyzing. It's like, yeah, I know you, but like it sounds shitty, but like, do I get any value out of it? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mean it as like you got money, so like let me be friends with you because you gonna give me money, this type shit. But like, it's gonna be like when I talk to you, do I learn anything, or do we go on like a deep level when we talk, or is it just very surface and like very like small talk and shit like that? So like that's what the break kind of opened my eyes to. That was kind of like I kind of need to put myself in situations that will help me. So I'm just backpacking on what you said, but yeah, I agree.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's okay to not be okay. I mean, for, you know, not a hypocrite, but like I would always, I know in my head every single time where, you know, I've been dealing with like putting everything in my head and not talking to people all the time for a very long time, like years and years. Every single year, like I will promote like men's mental health month, and it's in June. Like I will post it every single month, but there's me like posting about it and saying it's okay to not be okay and talk to somebody where I'm still not talking to anybody.
Yeah.
I'm just like, well, I'm a fucking hypocrite. Like I feel all these ways and I want people to like help themselves, but like I'm not helping myself.
Right.
So
and it's hard because like everybody's different. Like some people do, and for a very long time I felt like I processed more stuff alone. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's like comes with like a certain age that you're just like, it's a little too much when you got a full-time job.
Yep.
You got all these other things going on. And then now I have to take care of me just to, you know, like just to keep the lights on or whatever. It's just, it's a lot. Yeah. So I understand.
The biggest thing also is being an only child. I always like grew up so independent for obvious reasons.
Right.
But also like I like put on like a like leadership role because like I always had to be strong, like always had to like figure things out. It was just always like, you know, self-growth from a little age, a small age. Self-growth. So like I always like wanted to like help others because like I was just like oh, like I didn't have a sibling for, you know, to push me, but like I want to push others.
Right.
So like I always like put on this like not like hero mentality, but like a mentality like why I like personal training is just like helping others. I like to push others to be better. So like me like keeping everything in my thoughts too, and like this is like a key word here. Like I think it's perfect, honestly, is like I never wanted to, and like I don't think anyone ever think this, but in my head, I didn't want to seem broken.
Broken. Oh.
Like, I didn't want to seem like I was broken. Like, oh, like he has like issue, like he has shit going on, and like he's like, oh, like he has he has some depression and stuff like I didn't want to seem like quote unquote broken. Like
Yeah.
I'm be like I'm fine, like I'm fine, like blah blah blah, like I'm good. Like what are you talking about? Blah blah blah. Like not being like nah, like I got some shit going on. I got blah blah blah, and that was it. Like I just didn't want to seem like broken. I didn't want to feel like oh like he's dealing with shit like
Yeah.
like how like in my head like that's like a bad thing. Like it's not. It happens to everybody.
Yeah. No one's fully complete. Everybody has things. But yeah, I get it, bro. Like
Yeah.
same thing. Like it just taking me back to like high school and like college. Guy was broken. Like I was a freaking, I wouldn't say like a robot, but like just doing things just because yeah.
Did you want to do them? Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just like, oh no, it's just eye opening when you finally like hit that point and you're just like, you know what? But it's also lonely as shit. Like when I finally realized that point where I'm like, oh, like this isn't healthy. I'm broken. I'm just using that term, but I'm broken and I'm just doing things just because like the people I associate myself with is doing it. Da da da. And then like once you figure that out and like put yourself in a healthier position, it does get lonely. And that's the like confusing thing about it all. Like it gets lonely, but you also need a village, but you need to find the right village. Yeah. And it's just like I don't know. It's just like it's a lonely thing, but like, and then you become content of being lonely, and like in your own space, and you're just like, you don't really need anybody else, and it's just like I don't know. That's why I'm not good at being friends to people.
Yeah, I get that. It's also like have the right friends. I mean, I remember like this probably like led to some things too. Like now that I'm thinking back on it, but like in like my like the people I was with at high school, like especially because like sports and everything like that, like you don't show emotions.
Right.
None of them. Like nobody shows emotions.
Right.
I have so many stories that obviously I will not bring their stories into life of the people I was with, but like later down the road, like I've heard some things where like somebody was not okay in high school, but like everybody was acting like a typical jock, like just sports jock, quote unquote. And like I was like, man, like, but like now that I'm thinking about it, it's true. Like I can count on more than 10 of my fingers of people that I was just with, and I'll be like, huh?
Were you about to say hands?
Yeah, yeah, it was. Shit. But I was like, there's more than 10 people I could count that like if I was with them, it would be like, why the fuck you crying? Like, why the fuck you saying that? Like like I'm gonna say it like because like people would just throw it around like oh you're showing emotion, like why the fuck you being gay? Like the fuck, like that type of like shit, like what the fuck, like there's just like so many things where I'm just like whoa, and like I think back at it like those people like. Yeah, like I wonder if they're going through anything right now, but like everybody put on this facade that is just like I gotta be tough, I gotta be cool, like you're not gonna show emotions, you're not gonna be a little bitch, like
right.
And like that was high school, and then I got to college, I got with my people, but like still like I just had like the mentality like from growing up by myself, already having that mentality a little bit, and then really seeing that like you don't show your emotions to the people in high school because like it wasn't cool, you know what I mean, quote unquote cool. And then in college, I was just like, I just had that. And then I just carried it with me.
Right.
And then I just carried, and it just like cruise control my brain that I'm like, I will never. So I'm breaking that. What is it? Breaking the standard? Breaking the pattern?
That or curses.
Yeah, some shit like that.
But I get that. And it's also like how you're raised. Like, now that you say that, I don't think I've seen like same thing, high school jock. I think the only time I seen like my teammates cry or like something like that was our last game.
Yeah, like losing.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah, you're all cool until like we lose in the fucking state championship, and everybody's on their fucking knees, bawling their eyes out.
Yeah, And that's like the only time. And then also like I don't think I've ever seen like my parents cry. So it's just like if you don't see it or like around it, you're just like, it's kind of like a
Yeah, like for example, like yeah, that's so true. Like, dude, like I was like 10 years old. I was 10 years old. And my mom had ovarian cancer. I didn't see her cry once. She probably cried when I wasn't looking all the time.
Right.
All the time. Like, come on. Like,
Right.
I mean, I get I was young, but like still, like that sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but you don't see that. You just
Yeah.
don't see those side of things. Like my dad, I thought I'm sure, like now that I'm older, like I see, like I have very similar tendencies of both my mom and my dad. But me and my dad's like personality is very similar to the point, like something, goes wrong, builds up a little bit, and then we just fucking snap.
Oh,
and like
shit.
we do it together. Like we'll be like, chill out because we know exactly what we're gonna do the exact same thing. And it's just like little tiny things add up to a big thing, and they were just like boom, like blow up. But like when I was younger, like my dad didn't have a single issue. He didn't have a single problem ever in his life.
Right.
That's how I just like saw it.
Right.
Like there's not a single thing wrong in this man's life.
Yeah. That's the same.
Yeah. So like I was like, shit. Like
Same here. That's crazy though that you say that because I feel like I'm like now that I'm getting older, I'm the splitting image of my dad.
yeah.
It's weird.
Splitting image.
It's weird.
Splitting image. I'll be next to him and I'll be like, oh fuck, dude. We say the same words at the same
Right.
time. And I'm just like, God damn, we
Or
look
like-
we look identical. I'm like, God damn it.
Like the years of me hearing my dad like speak to people, I'm like when I'm at work or like talking to somebody, I'm like, holy crap. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very, very weird.
Yeah. I'll say something to my mom. She's like, and my mom and dad have been divorced since I was like 3. But like, I'll be on the phone with my mom and she's like, you just talked like your father. And I'm like, sorry. It's just
gave
like,
her an ick.
it's just like, oh God, you just talked like your father. And like, I'll do it all the time. Yeah.
No, DNA's creepy. But
Creepy.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy. We needed it. I still
Yeah.
feel like we needed it, regardless of if it felt like it was longer or not long enough.
No.
But I mean, we're getting there. We're back.
Yeah, we're
doing
back.
This thing.
We're back.
You have to bear with us
Yeah.
for this episode.
No, I think we can cut this out. We can leave it, but I definitely think we should keep this short. We're at 33 minutes right now. I don't think we should go on a different topic. I think that this is great. I think it's great to get out. I think it's great for our audience and future audience members to see that, hey, look, like we're not just gonna talk about some bullshit. Like, here's the truth. Sorry, like it's not a lot of laughs today.
Right.
Not a lot of smiles, and we're just being completely upfront and honest. And I think that's what I'm going to enjoy most about doing this podcast from this episode on, is that be real the entire time and and if I'm not okay one day, it's okay. That's okay.
Right.
And if we have different schedules, while this is still a hobby, that is okay. We can communicate that.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'm the same way, dude. Like, I'm not gonna fake it. I always told myself if I ever made it, I would be the one to not have this perfect persona about me because I'm far from perfect, and it's just exhausting acting like you're perfect.
Yeah.
And it's just like, just post the real, do the real. So, I think it's a good convo. So, I'm gonna stop saying so. Go ahead and close us out.
All right. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Identical Opposites. It's been a while. We are back. Thank you for tuning back in. For all the supporters that were looking for an answer of why we've been gone, we hope we explained that pretty well today. Expect us to be back. Expect us to do our best for you guys. We love doing this as a side gig, basically. We love it. We love interacting with you guys, especially hearing about some things that were like, for some of the people that reached out to us of where we've been, if we're still doing it, means a lot. I enjoyed receiving those messages. I'm sure you did too. Kind of put in perspective that a lot of people do tune into us, and those loyal people, thank you. And we hope to produce a lot more content, a lot of good content, fun content for you guys, and for a good future. Thank you, guys.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye.